Hail, Pandawans and journeymen walking that illustrated October path. Now, during this October, I have been spending some good quality time with some of my old friends, the orcs, of course. But an even older friend I have been enjoying my time with immensely, and that is my sketch pad. Now, I have numerous sketch pads, but I always try to have one with me wherever I go. God, I remember back in the OG days, I always had my sketch pad with me. Walked around everywhere with it. It was like a shield, like I carry it around like Captain America. But alas, in these days, with all the things going on with the day job and the family and all of that, I still carry it around with me. No way around it. I got sketchbooks everywhere, all over my home. You know how like the drunks hide their hooch bottles and stuff like that, and they go searching for one. They find it under the dirty laundry on the fire escape or something like that. I got sketch pads, sketchbooks, clipboards everywhere. I even have one in my car. So if it's taking too long wherever I'm at and I'm waiting for something, got my little sketch pad. And that's always the great thing about it. Everyone's always has their phones with them. And as soon as there's like a lull in whatever they're doing, they'll jump to the phone and they'll start scrolling through and doing this. I'm like that with my sketch pad. Every time there's a lull in something, used to do it at meetings all the time, I would jump on my sketch pad and start sketching out stuff and just doing some scribbles and things like that. And, as a matter of fact, here, this thing, that sounds a sketch pad hitting the microphone. Indeed. Yeah, I still have to make a video of going through a lot of my sketch pads. The problem is I have a lot of art in there that I'm not really allowed to show because, it has to do with like work related stuff or personal projects that are not. So I might have to do like a redacted report where I turn a page and it's, has the eyes taped over to protect the innocent or something like that. But yeah, I love sketching. It's still one of my favorite things to do. And so just recently I did a picture of a troll. I did some random orky one on a piece of cardboard that I found, and I was getting some, I think it was some comic books, and they had separating some of the I got like a sketch tier where I got a sketch from the artist, and they usually had it backing, with two pieces of cardboard so it wouldn't, get messed up or anything like that. But I love those just free pieces of cardboard. One, because it's got like that kind of gray tone where you can use that as a mid-tone, and then all you need is a black pen and a little white, either highlight pen or white out or white chalk or, things like that. And then you got your three tones right there. So with this picture here, I know I've kind of blathered on. It was a quick sketch I did in my sketchbook, and it was funny because I posted it and I felt like it was kind of cheesy because it was just so simple. And I joked and said, if sorry, this doesn't leave you fulfilled. I suffered from premature ejaculation. So I decided to put in a little bit more time and start doing the coloring on this. And then as you see here, I'm like fiddle effing around going like, okay, well, I'll just erase this because I'm coloring it in Photoshop, obviously. And then I go, F it. I'm just going to draw the rest of the orc. And then I have fun trying to line up where all the muscles go because I drew it kind of wonky. That's the great thing about it being a cartoony piece is the proportions and the anatomy can be even more incorrect than my proportions and anatomy normally are. Yeah, while doing this too, I actually like the pencil sketch best just because it had a little bit of a fun cartooniness and energy. And now that I've scanned it in or took a photo of it and start doing the normal sort of paint stuff on it, it just kind of lost some of the charm. And now it actually feels to me like in that square shape, it feels like one of the old WoW buttons or, Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2 buttons I would do, or the portraits. God, I think the first portraits, like this one really reminds me of it. Oh, the purple looks cool. the portraits for the old rock and roll racing game that Blizzard did. There was this one guy, I think his name was like Rot Ward or something, but he was like this big green guy and he had like purpley pink, sparkly eyes. He was one of the portraits for one of the alien racers on the alien planets, but I think that's probably one of the very first orky types I did, even though the first orcs I officially did, I think, were in Blackthorn. Maybe I can't remember if Blackthorn or Warcraft 1 came out, but the sort of orc look that I carried on into the later Warcraft games came from Blackthorn, definitely. Same with the voice, like when they would shoot and hit you, they'd go huh, 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 huh. So that's kind of where we get the zug zug and tabu and all that kind of good stuff. Well, that was it. Just a quick little sketchy poo for the Pandawans and the Journeymen, and to just, I don't know, add a little bit more pizzazz in Polish. So ABC Pandawans, always be creating. Hail!